people, Carlito here once again, this time with the fourth sneak peek video. So this one, as you can see, is all about the PEKKA and the fact that the PEKKA will now be upgradable to level 5. Now, we can guarantee more or less that this will only be available for Town Hall 10, which actually leads to an interesting thought, which I'll touch on in a second. But in terms of the upgrade, I don't think it's going to bring any new abilities, so to speak, no new changes in the way that this unit attacks, unlike, for example, a Valkyrie, which is having a fundamental change to the way in which the unit positions itself within buildings and the way in which it does damage to buildings. I don't think we'll see anything like that at all for the PEKKA. It'll just be more hit points, stronger attacks, that kind of stuff. Now, I mentioned that it might lead to an interesting thought, because this is now the second unique upgrade for Town Hall 10, because of course level 4 PEKKAs are only available at Town Hall 10. So that's unusual, I think. I'm not sure if that's happened before, but typically you wouldn't get two unique upgrades at a Town Hall. There'd be another Town Hall which you would need to have in order to unlock the next upgrade. So I guess we will see what this looks like when all is said and done. It's logical. We've had a Tesla upgrade, so it's logical that the troop that the Tesla targets also gets an upgrade to balance the attack v defense. Now, in terms of sneak peeks and what I think of them so far, you know, they're good. There'll be some changes in the way people attack, and there'll be some changes in the way people set up their bases, you know, against the jump spell, for example, which will be an interesting addition. But there's no new gameplay, and what I mean by that is, yes, there might be a new way to raid for gold, raid for resources, you know, elixir and what have you, but if you're nearly maxed out, or you are maxed out, then the way in which you get the resources is kind of irrelevant. The fact is that you don't have anything to spend it on, or you don't have anything interesting to spend it on. So in my position, for example, I'm just raiding to do walls and hero upgrades, and that, you know, hero upgrades take a long time. When you get to, you know, level 30 heroes, you can't save that much dark elixir every single day. So it's a slow process, and it leads to a bit of boredom. Same for walls, you know, 4 million gold for one block of wall is mundane. So I think we need new content, not just tweaks and enhancements to what we've already seen, but completely new. You know, things like quests, things like a completely new troop, which again isn't going to fundamentally change the way in which, you know, or add lots of new content, but it's something fresh. We haven't had anything fresh in terms of troops since we saw the Witch back in August, you know, last year or whenever it was. Or indeed a Town Hall upgrade, which of course would be lots of new content to keep people entertained for many more months. But I don't think we're going to see a new troop. In fact, a moderator's gone on and said that there will be no new troop in this update, which is a shame. I don't think we'll see Town Hall 10. I'm sure that that's already been mentioned, that although it, you know, might come in the future, it's not going to be in this update. So we've only got something along the lines of quests to add completely fresh content. I think, you know, Supercell might surprise us, and hopefully they do, but as it stands, although this update might be useful or exciting to a number of people, for those who are in my position with, you know, basically a maxed out base, and they're only doing, or they've only got walls left to spend on, or heroes for the dark elixir, you know, normal elixir is basically irrelevant for farmers if they're maxed out, then the update as it stands is quite weak. Now, there was another kind of supplementary sneak peek that they've added on the forums, which is about the Hog Riders, and here we go. The Hog Riders looking kind of sad, and the reason is because they've basically had a nerf. Maybe it was needed. You know, there are lots of people running around with hogs in their army, and they're doing a lot of damage, particularly at Town Hall 9 and below. The Inferno Towers have helped Town Hall 10s, although it's still possible to 3-star those guys if you're a really good hog attacker. And I've actually developed a lot of respect for hog attackers, because it's not as easy as some of these attacks make it look to actually destroy a base completely. But in essence, in a nutshell, these troops will now have more damage dealt to them by giant bombs. So if you've got your base set up, well, then the giant bombs are going to cause a real problem for hogs, and that might be an enhancement to wars and make them a little bit more varied and exciting. But generally speaking, a nerf on a troop is not so great. So until the next update, guys, it's bye from the king, bye from the queen, and see you soon.